The Building Investment Trust is relied on to invest the pension funds of men and women of the building trades in a responsible manner, when responsible means a win-win for government, taxpayers, and the union construction industry. Well, that's the kind of story that needs to be told. The sound you hear is the sound of construction, of building America. It's sweet music to the ears of the men and women of the building trades. So it is that the biggest construction of its kind is happening in Maryland at the Ritchie Station project. When all is said and done, the development will boast more than 1 million feet of retail and mixed-use space over 130 acres.
NBC's Tom Brokaw is quoted as saying, "It's easy to make a buck. It's a lot harder to make a difference." You know, I think we can all agree that these days it's a little bit harder to make a buck. But I am heartened by the belief that here at Ritchie Station, we're doing both. We're making a buck for the pension funds, and we're making a difference.
Using union pension funds to make a buck and a difference, the Building Investment Trust is both hoping that the development of the Ritchie Station in Maryland will temper some risk to the pension funds of union men and women and help them turn a profit. Oh, and did we mention put 1,000 members of the Building and Construction Trades Division of the AFL-CIO back to work.
You know, it's kind of like having our own little stimulus plan. As a bonus, it will provide a competitive return for our members' pension plan investments that made it all happen.
The unions are stepping up to the plate, but the investment will go far beyond the nearly $53 million from the BIT. It will be embodied in the increased tax revenue and job creation, 4,000 when all is said and done.
Ritchie Station Marketplace is a symbol of hope for so many reasons. It signals some level of hope that the economy is finally showing some signs of recovery, right? It shows the connection between the creation of good jobs and the good work of the Building Investment Trust and its partners. It illustrates the positive impact that projects like this can have on the community.
For over 50 years, the AFL-CIO has remained true to its stated mission of bringing social and economic justice to our nation by enabling working people to have a voice on the job and government and their communities and in a changing global economy. Today, we see the fruits of your labor in Prince George's County.
Today was really a special day. I think what's happened in the last 15 to 18 months with real estate being so far down, just one bad story after another. To get out here to see steel going up in the air, to see the workers working, to see smiles on everybody's face, it really meant a lot.
The men and women of the building trades have smiles on their faces for a good reason. Work in this economy is tough to find. But for the 1,000 plus who will come to work on this site, it means a steady paycheck and an investment in their future retirements.
Working a job that's being built with union dollars, it means a lot to me because it means that we're putting back into the man's pocket. You know, he's investing in himself.
Our investment is returned with good funds, and we put our members to work. I know this project alone will be some more projects in here and more projects around the area that's done the same way.
Happy to be employed by the union. I hope to be working for a few months.
The building trades isn't sitting around waiting for work to be handed to them. Projects like Ritchie Station and others, they're proactively putting themselves out there and reopening America for business.
In normal times, 25% of all of our work is federal work, so the other 75% is private investment. And what a better investment than to take our pension fund monies, invest in a project where our workers' pension funds can then be reinvested into the next project. But this is really a unique project because we can't rely on government to solve all of our problems.
I'm excited to work on this project funded by the AFL-CIO Building Investment Trust. I'm glad to see that our union dollars are hard at work.
It's good for the economy, it's good for jobs, and it's good for Maryland.
The development is believed to be the largest of its kind currently taking place in the United States. People are paying attention to the way the BIT and the BCTD are doing business because it's a bright spot that's shining the light on how the union construction industry is helping put America back to work.